You're not stuck. You just don't have a plan. Year one, I was plagued with the question, how? Where do I get started and how do I do it? And maybe that's a lot of you. In the back of your mind, you're like, how do I become that person that's selling, let's say on Etsy, my knitted goods? How do I be that person that's selling at flea markets, my items, or even at farmers markets? It's like, how do I even go there when my reality right now looks so different? So year one, I was really fixated on the how. How can I even make this possible? And I was plagued with excuses because here's the thing, when things are unclear, you don't even want to get started. People tell you to get started before you're ready, but like how? How is this going to even happen? I know people, even myself, right? We have responsibilities, and following your dreams means risking it all for a lot of people, quitting that job, not knowing where your next paycheck is going to come from, but just betting on something bigger than yourself. And that sounds like a luxury, right? So in Maslow's hierarchy of needs, people that are just struggling to put food on the table can't even think about self-actualization, which is like, what's more for me? What's meant for this lifetime for me? If you're in survival mode, you can't thrive. You can't even think about what's next. And so that's a very legitimate place that a lot of people are in. The ability to follow your dreams is a privilege, okay? Even though we all have the right to follow our dreams, the ability to do so is a privilege. And it's about seeing what you can do with the cards you were dealt in life to follow that dream and build slowly. So what somebody could do because they have a safety net isn't off the table for you. You just need to build slowly and build a plan. First year, putting some pen to paper and just telling people about my hopes and dreams, integrating my family into my hopes and dreams, sharing with my loved ones my vision, okay? I started to get one step in front of the other. I think it's important when you have a vision to articulate it, because when I went to the bank to do a transaction that first year, I shared my vision with the banker. I was like, hey, I'm in this place where I kind of want to build my own business and I don't know even where to start, okay? And he had some guidance and he said, actually, on top of this, I know someone that you should connect with. And I connected with that person, and that person was like, actually, here's my guidance and I'm going to connect you with someone else. It all started with that one banker that I went to for something completely unrelated. But I was open with my heart, my aspirations, where I wanted to go. And this person had someone in mind. So networking that first year became pivotal. But Kat, what do you mean networking? I'm not well connected. I don't have money to go to events. I don't even have anyone I can really open up to guide me. And that in that first year is critical. Networking and finding a mentor, okay? Your first year, don't even think about any business plan or anything other than getting your network right. So I talk about privilege. Not everyone is well connected. Not everybody has the funds to go to these glamorous galas and conferences. All these things add up. But there are savvy ways you can go about it, just like me, your first year. And again, I'm talking about a 3-year plan. We're starting with year one. So the first resource you have is look around you. Who is currently a family friend, someone that you admire that maybe is in your network, somebody that you know from high school that's kind of built something for themselves. Look around your current network and see if there's anybody that can be a mentor to you. This person would guide you with wisdom, and they don't have to be that much older than you or have that much more experience. They just need a little more experience than you to help you. Every single person needs a mentor, okay? And the thing about mentors is that it's usually struck up informally. You don't have to go up to them like, will you mentor me? You can, but a lot of the times it's someone that you know, that you look up to, that you kind of build that relationship on. Networking is not about what can I get from you? It's what can I learn from you, okay? So figure out who that mentor is. And if you do have some funds, look into a coach. A coach is someone who can help you with specific skills. So if you're looking to start a business and you have the funds to get a coach, a life coach, a business coach, any kind of coach that matches the skill sets that you need, and you can pay for them because coaches do cost money, that's a great outlet. And the third thing to think about in that first year is, do you have a sponsor? Okay. The difference between a mentor, who's someone that's having more wisdom than you that can guide you, and a sponsor is that a sponsor is someone who has an authority or a powerful position. Maybe it's someone that's a couple levels up from you in your company. Or if you're an entrepreneur, it's someone who maybe has an established business that has some authority in their community. Find this person and figure out if they can advocate for you. You're not looking for weekly touch bases with this person or monthly touch bases like you would a mentor. A sponsor is someone where if they're in rooms that you're not in, which they will be, okay, they will have your back and they will advocate for you. So your first year, you're networking, right? You're figuring out who are the people that can help guide you because you cannot do this alone. You're creating a vision for what you want your future self to look like. And by the way, there are free AI tools. Even Google has some free AI embedded in it. And Gemini, the version I have, is free. It's an app. So you can just put in, help me create a vision for myself in 3 years. Here are all the things that I have skills in, and here's where I want to go. And really use these tools that are free to help you build this vision. Bring in your family, and then you want to go to community events and network. And again, I said these are free resources because actually, whatever state you're in has a chamber of commerce. You can go to these chamber of commerce websites and figure out what local events in the community are free. And sometimes there's Eventbrite mixers that are completely free. Figure out if you're already paying for internet and your phone bill, you have a free resource right there to figure out what other free or minimal cost events are in your community and network. Okay, well, here's the third factor, right? In the sense of privilege, right? People have families, responsibilities. Maybe it's time. You don't have the time. You need to make time for your future self. And that could mean bringing your kid along to a community event, integrating your family in certain ways at things where you would be spending time on the weekends, going to a park. Maybe you're bringing them along in the journey of whatever that looks like, right? Baking goods in your kitchen, having them taste the baked goods. You're not at a point to be selling anything or get a food license, but you're integrating your kids into your vision. So year one is all about that. The other resource is, if you're in LA, check out the Octavia Lab. It's at the Public Library of Los Angeles. It's a free resource. All you need is a library card that you can use to book podcast studios. They have a 3D printer. They have all kinds of the latest technology. And all you need is a library card to go there and start dabbling with these tools. So year one, what you're doing is you're in planning mode, right? You're one person away from the next question getting answered. That's all it is, one step at a time. Year two, that's where you actually need to take what you've learned and start to execute on there. So that business plan that we talked about, start to figure out financially how you can make that happen. What would you need to do as a side hustle of this job to get to where you want to be to make it full time? You're not there to quit your job full time, okay? We're not asking you to quit your job. In fact, depending on your safety net, you may need to actually stay in your job for several years to have this 3-year plan turn into a 5-year plan. Every person has a different way to build slowly, and your ability to do so may be on different timelines, but everybody has the right to pursue their dreams, okay? So year two, you're looking at your finances, you're starting to actually put in the resources and the time to be building out this business. You're testing recipes, you're writing the transcript of the book, whatever it is, you're actually executing, okay? And if you're able by the end of year two to start business formation, you can push that to year three. If really that's already a lot of work right there, you don't have the time between the networking and using free resources and getting kind of your vision together, you're already at max capacity, that's okay. But if you do have the capacity, you need to start business formation. I could do a whole podcast on what business formation looks like, but it does cost money to create, let's say, your own LLC, to get the right team of people to support you in your vision. That is where the money needs to be invested in. You need to figure out funding, right? You can be scrappy year 1, you can be semi-scrappy year 2, okay, but by year 3, you need to be able to spend some money on yourself and your business. Marketing is great. You can go to these free events and market, but at some point, are you going to pay for ads, right? What is your strategy to get your business out there? And that's where having the right mentors from year 1 and networking with the right business people who may or may not look like you, right? This matters, is to see how they got their businesses up and running and start to execute. And so when you think about dreaming big, I don't want you to ever get discouraged, because it really is something for every single person. But I want you to be honest with yourself and know it's going to be a commitment, and I believe in you. You're not stuck. You just need to create a plan. So in the pursuit of happiness, I want you to dream bigger, and I want you to think real hard about how you're going to get there, okay? Think about it, plan it out, and let me know in the chat your thoughts on this episode.